All right, we've got a 2007 Chrysler Town & Country. The original complaint is that this thing is overheating and the AC stopped working. Couple of issues with that is, as I pulled it out of the driveway to bring it over here by the trailer, it stalled and in gear, just moving, it completely died. So it started up fine, came right over here to the trailer, and it stayed running. Not sure if it usually does that or what, but we've got 6 codes in the system because we've got rodent damage on top of the engine, chewed up wires going to our, probably the injectors, because it's this main harness right here, which I'll show you in a little bit. It could also go to our throttle body. Who knows? But we've got two pending codes. One is a multiple cylinder misfire and a PCM internal shutdown timer rationality. We have 2 stored codes, which are evap codes. Then we have 2 active codes, which are cooling fan and AC control circuit open. So, yeah, let's find out what's going on here. I have a feeling it's going to be rodent related. I'm hoping it is, because that would be fun, and that's easy to fix, and we can get it done. But let's jump in and see what the hell's going on here. First things first, it's got coolant in it, so that's a plus. So it's definitely not a coolant thing. I'm pretty sure because of the codes, the fan's not working, which we already assumed that anyway, based on the fact that she said it was overheating as she sat still at a traffic light, but worked as she went down the road. That's usually an indication of the radiator and or a cooling fan problem. But these wires, man, good gracious, they are torn up. Potential spam. See if I can show you these wires. It's chewed up pretty good. Definitely need to fix them. They're not broken in half, so some re-insulation would be probably okay in this situation because these things are going to get wet. But we'll talk to her and let her know what's going on. We're going to have to separate them so they're not touching anything. But highly doubt that's our issue from here, unless for some reason that's backfeeding or something weird, but I doubt it. Let's go, let's just get it started up and see what's going on. All right, we're going to go ahead and pull up some wiring diagrams real quick to see which one's which here. Check on these relays, because they're just numbered, they're not labeled. All right, 2007 Chrysler 300. What is this? 2.7 liter piece of junk. Cooling system. All right, so we have a high-low control relay and a fan-high relay, along with a fan control relay going internal of the box for a front control module, which is this module on the front of the fuse box here. I don't know, where are my fans at? Oh, stupid. That should be a ground. think. What the hell? There we go. All right, so that is the ground. That's good. I don't even know if y'all are seeing that. I had to put up an umbrella. It's really bright just to get it so you guys could possibly see it. So our ground is good. We got power on one leg, which is the main blue. All right. So I got power to that fan. Why is that doing that? Does this thing have a bad ground somewhere? Ground 102. Because it's like when I take the ground and I put a load on it, it keeps stalling the car. That could be very coincidental, but I'm just saying, like, it seems like every time I plug into something here to test, the car dies. Let me go start it again. Okay, I didn't even do anything that time and it died. So I don't think it has anything to do with what I'm doing. But I can't backpin into this damn connector. What the crap? All right, yeah. So this fan's just dead. But why does this thing keep stalling? Oh yeah, that fan's locked up like a champ. All right. But why is it stalling? Probably from all this damn rodent damage. So I even attempted to clear the codes just to see what codes would come back, and immediately the cooling fan one and the AC open circuit comes back immediately. So we still have more problems on that, but I mean the biggest problem at hand here is this damn car that won't stay running. What happened to the fuse box, you know? Who was in here touching stuff, possibly? So why do we have a problem with this auto shutdown? So here's our auto shutdown. And that's our radiator control. Let's see if it still stalls at that. No, that relay is good. Let's see how long this thing stays running. In the meantime, let's go take a look at our AC circuit because we still have codes for that, and that system's not even coming on either. Which tells me we got a problem in this box somewhere. We know that this fan's no good; it's locked up, but there's probably multiple more issues with this damn rodent damage we've got going on. It's a manual AC circuit. Yeah, everything goes through that damn front control module. There's our compressor. AC clutch relay. Alright, so AC compressor clutch is dark blue yellow. Same ground 102 that the fans were on, but that ground is fine. Okay, so dark blue and yellow. Dark blue and yellow comes straight up to the clutch relay. But I didn't even see the clutch relay on that picture. Oh, it's right there. So this one here is our clutch relay. Let's check this real quick. See what we got. Because the car's still running. I wonder if that relay was bad. Seems to be anyway. Alright, I'm not going to get a test light. We're just going to use my load gauge. See what we got in here. So we got one power. Let's see, I bookmarked that page. Alright, so we should have two powers. We're missing one, and the other one goes to the radiator fan control relay, which was this one. I wonder if that relay... I swapped these. This is the ASD relay. This is the radiator fan control relay. I swapped it, and the car's not stalling anymore, so I wonder if the ASD relay was bad. And now I'm not... Well, that doesn't send power to there, so ignore what I just said. But I've got fuse 4 and fuse 22 that are supposed to be powers feeding this relay. So where's fuse 4? Fuse 4 is up here. And then, what did I say? Fuse 20, which is this one. So which one are we losing? We're losing the fuse 20. Or, yeah. This 20 amp fuse is supposed to be sending power right here on the screen. Oh, I'm sorry, it's fuse 22. Shit. Okay, I screwed up. It's this one right here. And it's supposed to be a 40 amp, and someone put a 30 in it. And that's not the one we're missing. Yeah, that fuse is good. So I'm losing this. If I'm right, I'm fuse 22. No, I'm still backwards. God dang it, bro. It's this one. Fuck. Yeah, that one's blown. Use your brain, Ben. Let's see if this blows immediately. Nope, but I heard the relay click. All right, we got our power back. So definitely that fuse was blown. Let's see if we have any type. I might have to clear some codes here. Okay, compressor just came on when I did that. So I have no ground control coming to our compressor. So let me see about clearing a code and seeing if that'll make that come back on. It's definitely not going to fix our fan issue, but that fuse being blown is probably why I was setting those two codes. I think I'm going to have to go and turn the key off. Okay, there we go. Compressor just came on. So far that's where we're at. Yeah, and then no codes. So those codes for the cooling fan and that were hitting immediately because that fuse was dead. So we're good on that. We fixed our initial problem and we need a fan assembly. I'm pretty sure it should be fine after that. All right, I don't know how many days later this is, but we've got our fan. We're going to go ahead and get that installed. We're going to clean up some of these wires. Once we get the fan working, then we can go on a test drive and make sure that this thing's not going to stall anymore because she's got some doctor's appointments today to get to. Yep, it's actually Friday. I don't work Fridays, but it's Friday. So I came out to do this one in order to help her out so we can get the car back on the road. So I saw a screwdriver there. Did you grab it? Those hoses are the ones that we had. I don't need it. I just saw it and I wanted to remember to put it away. So there you go. Both of the fan blades are broke and it's jammed up. This one's not bad. Makes a little noise, but that one's trashed. Get off. Got it. Got it. No, I didn't. I didn't get shit. Come on, bro. There we go. Stupid. I will need a scanner. I'll use the snap-on, please. All right, like I said, none of these wires are chewed through. They just need some new insulation, and there is none. They need some water tightness to it. And these are the only ones I see. I'm not chasing all this down at the moment because they actually don't have a problem with it. But I did advise her that she's got rodents hanging around, and she's going to have to do something about it. But she knows because there's another vehicle here on the property that she said she has rodent damage on, and now the vehicle doesn't work. So when they're ready for that one, they're going to have me come out and go through that and fix whatever we need to on that one. So that's it. That's all I'm really doing right there. Just coating it back up so it doesn't get any water damage in it. I know I'm going to hear it in the comments on this one, though. All right, let's go into our engine. Let's see if we can control our fans real quick just to make sure everything comes on and our relays are working, and then we'll run the car. All right, so I got a radiator fan relay 1. That's it. Yep. All right, fans are on. Okay. Fans just came on low speed, which I turned the AC on so that way I could check for low speed. Because instead I'd have to wait for the car to get hot, which I'm still going to do, but for your sake, instead of making you wait forever, I turned the AC on to make sure that we would have low and high speed. We already know the high speed works, so low speed here is good. All right, well, I do apologize I didn't take you on my test drive with me, but our test drive's done. There's our coolant temp down there. The vehicle's done, it's fixed. I'm just going to check on the coolant levels right now because I smell a little bit of coolant. I don't know why, but we're going to just make sure there's no leaks on it. I believe it was full the other day. Yeah, it's full. So, all right. I got a flashlight just to make sure that there's no leaks on it. But the stalling isn't from that relay. That relay, the auto shutdown relay, I misread my code. My code that I had was a P1607. The P1607 isn't going to shut down the vehicle, I don't think. I didn't read a lot into the description and operation, but I'll give you a quick heads up on that because some of you are probably going to call me out on it in the beginning of the video. But P1607 is the PCM internal timer shutdown. What that really is the, I'm going to screw up the words here, but it is the time that when the vehicle is off, so based on ambient temperature, basically it's the amount of time the vehicle should cool down a certain amount within a given time frame, and that fails based on engine coolant temp sensor and ambient air temp sensor, and the drive cycle. So it'll set with a one-trip drive cycle. So I don't think that's the reason this thing was stalling in the beginning. I think maybe we just got lucky with screwing around with that relay, or it's based on temperature, because the customer did say, when I brought that to her attention the other day when we were looking at the cooling system, we had told her, hey, you know, this is what's wrong, this is what you need to fix it, but by the way, the vehicle stalls a lot. And she said, yeah, it's been doing that forever. She says it does it first thing when it's cold, and then it never does it again. So it could have just been based on temperature for us the other day when we had it stalling out, and coincidence when I swapped the relay. Who knows? I still put the relay in it just in case, because it didn't stall on me at all today. So, you know, what are we going to do? Regardless, we weren't here to diagnose that. I did advise her that we would need to be diagnosing it if she wants us to chase that later. Right now, she just wants the vehicle to not overheat so she can go to her doctor's appointments. So, all in all, we're done. This vehicle doesn't overheat. The coolant's not leaking. Everything on it is perfect right now, and we're going to get on out of here. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.